Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Rajenthiran. I work as the Chief Asset Officer at Everrenew. We take care of asset management, that is servicing, operation, and maintenance of wind and solar assets.
Okay. So what is your main objective of participating in Windergy Expo?
See, we are an EPC company, right? We actually see the trend is changing now. OEMs are restricting themselves with only the supply of turbines, and there is a big vacuum for good companies with good experience to do the installation and the EPC work. So that is where the Everrenew is strongly positioned, and most of the customers knows this. And since being an event in Chennai, how we can miss it?
So how has this particular expo influenced your positioning in the market?
See, this expo this time, I think a lot of businesses have come, right? There have been, I think this is the largest wind energy fair which has happened ever. And not only the investors in wind, there are also a lot of suppliers, right? And a lot of suppliers, a lot of foreign investors have also visited. I think this is a good place for us to showcase our offerings to the market and pushing ourselves a little more stronger.
Okay. Is it your first time participating in this expo?
No,
Okay.
we have been in all the expos.
Okay. So if I ask you in a percentage, what is the kind of growth that this kind of expo has brought to your company?
See, growth at this point is very difficult, but we had a lot of inquiries, right? I think more than 10-15 inquiries have already come, and we had to work on it. Maybe next year we will be in a position to tell you the numbers.
Okay. So how important is the concurrent events that has been happening along with the show, like the conferences and the roundtables?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on
So
that?
this is very important, right? One side exhibition and other side conference. Conference is very important because that is the place we actually gauge the trends, what is happening in the market. And we had good speakers this time, and most of the CEOs, right? CEOs, CXOs were there, and it's always great to hear from them, right? Hear from the horse mouth.
So, I know we spoke about a lot of things. So, what do you think is the challenge that India is facing right now in this particular sector?
See, India has a very ambitious plans, right? Always when the announcements are made, the big numbers come, and biddings are also happening. The market is also trying to cope up, right? The private companies, the developers are trying to do their best, but there are certain bottlenecks in terms of infrastructure, right? The connectivity, the land availability. I think government should step in and see how they can support this industry, right? Because by default, this has to be there. Whether we like it or not, we have to switch over to renewables, and renewables is the need of the hour. And government is doing it, but they should really understand where the bottleneck is and try to ease them out.
So, would you recommend this kind of a show for your, competitors and your industry colleagues?
Yes, definitely.
Any feedback that you have for the organizer, or how can they improve this show in the next edition?
So, I think in terms of organizing this year, as I said, a lot of businesses have come, and what I've seen is it is also reflecting the changing trend which is happening in the market. One suggestion is if we can actually segregate, right, when the stalls are mixed now, right? For example, all the EPC players in one side, the OEMs in one side, the independent service providers in one side, the developers in one side. I think that will add more value, and it's very easy for a visitor to go through and focus more on what he requires.
Okay. So, any last words for the organizers?
No, it's a great thing. It's been a very incredible experience. I think we had to keep this, repeat doing this more and more every year.
If I have to ask you just one word about the show, what would you like to say?
Fantastic.
Right, yeah.